my everything account. My other one's just a straight mid lane.
What's up, guys? Yogizilla here. HorsePLAY Live Uncut, episode 155. Tentatively titled By Felicia. Because why not?
Oh, yeah, we got to
here.
show it only.
Obi's
Shut
here
your
this
mouth.
week.
That ain't even funny, dude.
He managed to avoid the food coma.
Don't start.
I'm not starting. Well, I started the stream.
I'll get sick and all of a sudden have to be done.
Pork rinds before we officially start. Oh man, I'm almost out.
I'm sick. Sorry, Yogi, you won't be able to make it today.
We might have some people stop by tonight. Maybe.
Like who?
Warchild, Elite City, or one of you people on my channel.
Alright. You ping me when you're done eating. I gotta turn you down a little bit.
I'm done.
Sorry.
I'm done.
That shit drives me crazy already, and you do it right to me.
Oh. Gaming Death is still going. Someone in their chat's talking about Wing Commander and Privateer.
That sucks. Alright.
What are you cats doing?
You ready?
Yeah. What am I ready for?
To start?
Oh, we're starting now? Oh, yeah, let me do the sound test.
Like 2 minutes.
You are listening.
Okay.
Good?
Good.
Alright.
Pick it off a local, I guess. Starting the stream.
I'm pushing all the buttons.
Let me restart the gigantic stream because every time I start it does not do that. If I can reset it and all that good jazz.
Gotta restart it.
What the hell?
What is the hell? Oh yeah, I just remember something to put in.
Like it looks all fucked up. Like the stream looks all jacked up. Look at the gigantic stream.
I cannot right now. I'll take your word for it. There's something on your side?
Well, look at the stream. It's like normal because on mine it's not.
Hold on. Ugh. Wrong channel.
Yeah, it looks like it's a like it's not stretching all the way for some reason.
That's what she said? No.
It's really not a time to joke, tell you the truth.
It's
but
not stretching all the way.
I hear myself. No, it's fine.
It's not stretching all the way.
I hear
can you
myself.
turn that on?
Obi, are you grumpy tonight? Good lord, you took a week off last
No.
week, and now you're grumpy tonight? Come on.
No, I'm not. It's just I'm trying to figure this out and can't figure it out. I get frustrated with it. Oh, okay.
What?
Well, no, I want to make sure it's like you said it's fine, but I want to make sure it's like it's not screen's not stretching for some reason.
It's probably just a preview window.
See what I see? See, now it's better, but it was like right here. Like it wasn't going all the way down. Like it's at the top, but it's not. See how it is, Fatal? It's like,
Obi's losing his mind.
no, I'm not. Like Fatal and Missy's seeing the same thing. Like it's fucked up.
The stream itself looks fine. So.
Then, what's up, guys? Thank you for coming back for another week. Yes, I am here. We'll be here all night. The stream anyway. And then, yeah, we're going to start here in a few minutes.
Oh, yeah. I see a TSC Blades in there.
All right, you ready?
Ready when you are.
Okay, starting the stream. Countdown 5. Well, stream's already started, but 5, 4, 3, 2.
You are listening to an All Games Radio Network broadcast of allgames.com.
Hi, this is Normie from Knuckleballer Radio and Zombie Cast, and you're listening to one of my favorite shows on the Geeky Antics Network. Don't forget to check out the rest of the gang over at geekyantics.net. Warning, there might be rants and food ahead and possibly inappropriate behavior. Don't tell anybody though.
And welcome back, geeks, gamers, ninjas, robots, and whoever else listens to this show. I'm back, and this is HorsePLAY Live. What's going on, guys? This is TSD Obi-Wan Kenobi, and today is Thursday, December 1st. We're going through November like it's crazy. 2016, this is episode 155, entitled, Felicia? Why? I don't know. Something Yogi came up with. But what's going on, guys? Before we get into all that, we got some good stuff ahead in the show tonight. Before we get into all that, I am joined by, of course, everybody knows him. If you don't, you're wrong. Everyone's filthy, hardcore, casual, the man of Rainbow Six Siege, Yogi Zilla. What's up, dude? I had to put it in there at least.
I knew it was coming. What's up? What's up? So, yeah, last week. Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Cyber Monday this week. I have to ask, especially since you weren't here, did you snag any sweet deals by chance?
Yes and no. My wife snagged a really good deal, a bunch of couple deals, and deals that I didn't even know about. Basically, my whole household, including my 5-year-old son, knew about this, and they didn't tell me. You guys are on Twitter. You guys are on Instagram following me. You guys know what I got. So, And it was like a month before, like we're doing like on Black Friday, a lot of our Christmas presents come out, like mine and my wife's. And like there's certain things that she'll get for Christmas because she doesn't want it until Christmas. But like she got me a PlayStation 4. Yeah. VFT should be really freaking happy. A PlayStation 4, and it's the Uncharted 4 bundle. It's a single-player game, but we'll play it. And then, of course, the Call of Duty, and with Call of Duty Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered. So it's good. We'll get some more stuff and more games, and unfortunately, not unfortunately, but fortunately, that won't be broken out and set up until we get into the new house, which is another thing that we're doing lately. But and then she got the Elgato H60 capture card that will be here. Amazon lost it, of course. That'll be here in a couple of days probably. And then we found deals, but like she probably could have saved it for Christmas, but we're going to Disney the 16th through the 22nd, so it's going to be one of those things that we're not really going to have Christmas because that's like our big Christmas present with the family is Disney. But so then we're just doing little stuff, and she's like woke me up one day, and I'm looking at her, she's like, "Hey, baby, this is how much I love you," and she held up the box and the game. Well, before I opened my eyes all the way, the first thing that came to mind is like she got me an Xbox One. So the first thing, she already got me one of those, but the first thing I thought about is I already got one of those, baby. And then I opened my eyes a little bit more, and PS4, I'm like, oh, you do love me. Yay. I was like a kid on Christmas because, it's part of my Christmas present, but still it's like, and then she goes, the capture card's on the way. I'm like, what? So hopefully soon you guys will be, I don't know how many days I'll be able to do it because we're right in the middle of our move, which is, we're moving into a new house. So we're, yes, I know why moving during Christmas. It was just one of those things where we were going to wait till spring, but we just found that perfect house that we just had to have. So we put an offer on it. They countered with some, I guess you could call it a counter. And then they accepted our offer back. So it's been plus TSC is starting to grow a lot faster than anticipated. So I'm really, really busy all the time. So, but we're making it, we're having fun, living the dream, right? What about you, man? Did you snag any deals?
Whoa, I see an Unkind Walrus in the chat. He's in our supplemental stream. Come to the main chat, bud. That's one of my Siege buddies.
Speaking of Siege,
he's pretty good.
We did get a good deal on Siege for, as you know, Blades has been playing the hell out of that lately. And so we got a couple of deals on some games and stuff like that too. So
I mean,
it was
Siege
a good
is worth it at $30, and they had the gold version for $47.
Right, and I think he
15.
got it for about like $20 or under.
Yeah,
on
15,
Black Friday.
20,
So
yeah, that's what I was going for. There were rumors it was going to go down to $8, but
the $8 game, it did go down to $8, but only in one store, which was Target. And by the time, like literally, Fatal had called them, and by the time they like damn near opened the store, like all of the copies were gone. Like literally within an hour.
That's a tragedy.
It was crazy, but
our own community members do not listen to the show. He would have known weeks in advance about that they had it in the Target bargain bin, and it was physical copy only.
I said it 2 weeks ago. So right here on HorsePLAY Live. So
I know we said
you missed out. You missed out.
We said it a bunch of times.
Yeah,
we put it on the Xbox Facebook group as well. So we got the word out there. But that game is making a comeback, man. It's making a comeback again.
Like you said, it's worth $30. It definitely is because of the replay value with everything that they're actually putting into the game more operators, and it's just, especially if you have a group like we do, and I say we do because I'm part of the group, I'm just part-timer, but if you have a group like we do, I mean, at any one point in time when we're playing Siege, we got like 10 to, 6 to 10 people on. So like we got two full groups of rank going sometimes, which is really awesome. So if you guys do get the game, join our Xbox group. It's there, and just tell us, hey, we're going to play Siege tonight. Can I play with you guys? I guarantee you'll be able to get in, if not right away, at least, because people join, and some people play a little earlier than some of the other group that we play with, and Yogi's on all the time, and then Blades is going to be on, and I get on, which once the Elgato gets here, it'll be a little bit easier to stream and do it off the Xbox, because we got some plans for especially for the new year. TSE's got plans for the new year, and we'll tell you guys that here probably next week. What's going on for the new year?
Well, yeah, you missed the Thanksgiving show. A lot of people took the day off, but we did not. And then Beard and Hat joined me. He filled in for you, OB. It was good. We ended up going off on lots of tangents, lots more than we usually do, and barely made it through the news. We didn't even get to hit on any of our segments. It was funny. We somehow started talking about Final Fantasy and Nintendo and random shit and how...
Oh, man, I would have been bored as shit in that podcast then anyway.
Well, yeah, and then we talked about how PlayStation tends to have a lot of, like, single-player games and, all these story-driven games. Are they really games, like the Telltale stuff and Life is Strange and all that? And we went off on all sorts of tangents. It was crazy.
Oh yeah, well, and like I told you, we've talked in the past. Like once we get into the where we're firmly settled and we can do stuff. Like I've even thought about doing a mini podcast during the day. I mean, just because Cam, especially if Cam's at school and Fifi's working her business.
Hey.
Welcome to the gang.
Unkind Walrus with the follow. Thank you, bro.
Oh, welcome to the gang. I called it, right?
Yeah, you did. You did.
But once that happens to where, like, I know for a fact that I can get my work done at a certain point, and then we start streaming at like noon or something, like, or 11 o'clock, and we play or do whatever we're going to do. I'll have the two consoles and PC. So it'll be fun. It'll be something to where, and even, like I said, to do I was thinking about some ideas that which I want to run by you too at some point, but we're going to do some, like a 30-minute podcast. It's real short for the fact that, like, we get into what we're going to talk about for that podcast and then get out, because then, how we are here on HorsePLAY Live. We have all these notes and all these plans to talk about this stuff, and hell, we might keep a plan to talk about something for a month, and then we finally get to it. Like, well, this was supposed to be said a month ago, but hey, I don't want all that on the new one. So it's something, and it's one of those, once a week to start out kind of things, to where, because, like, I don't want to put too much on my plate. And it might be like an added NSFW podcast, to where we just do shorter, more frequently podcasts. So I don't know. We'll see what's going on, see what happens with it. But stay tuned, guys.
People have been asking for the Sunday Dose. Beard and Hat actually mentioned it last week. He said,
okay, I will tell you what's going on with the Sun. I will tell you right now. I will release it right now. Nothing is set in stone, but the Sunday Dose will be coming back in 2017. We'll be moving some stuff around. And the Sunday Dose is coming back, esports podcast. So, and it's an esports podcast if people want to join in and co-host and stuff like that. That's one of the little podcasts where I'm going to actually shorten it down to where I know I'll be able to do it. And, if I have, especially with Blades, and we're combining an esports company, we'll have shit to talk about. So It's coming back 2017 when I know an exact date for you guys, because like I said, we're moving into a new house, and so we got a couple months worth of making sure we are in, everything's set up correctly and it's what we want and all that other stuff. But once it comes out, once we get a tentative, a hard date, I will give that to you guys. But like I said, the best way to follow me on any of my information, of course, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, just go look up TSC Obi-Wan Kenobi or Obi-Wan Kenobi on Facebook or YouTube, and you guys will see me. So the best way to get information from me is, of course, Twitter. So we're always on Twitter. And of course, hey, give us a helping hand, guys. Go follow Top Star Esports on Twitter too. Shameless plug.
So now that we had an early Obi on the podium moment.
That wasn't an Obi on the podium moment. I got a good one for that tonight, brother.
I mean, that was like a lot of like self-promotion, just saying. Like, damn.
What? Have my own podcast with you on one of the lead podcasts on the network and not self-promote myself? What do you think? I'm stupid? Come on, brother. You know better than that.
But I do think what you should do is have a bunch of micro shows under the Sunday Dose brand.
Okay.
perhaps.
Oh, shh. That's enough. Like I said, I will talk to you about it. Let's not talk about it anymore because you're going to give shit away.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, but the people do have ADD. Like now, it's like a half hour seems like a long time for people. It's like
I
wow,
know that, and
this is
that's
where we live
that's where I'm kind of going with it. And me and Fatal were even talking about with NSFW, like we were not make it that full hour and a half, but make it to where it's like those flash shows, so it'll be a lot easier for people to watch because. You know as well as I do, even a podcast, half the people are leaving at like 25, 30 minutes.
Yeah, but those
They
wrestling
don't stay
shows
for the
tend
full
to be
couple hours.
The wrestling shows tend to be longer, and that's a niche audience, so they're gonna stick around. Like that's the thing. Like if you're in the niche, there is actually a shortage of content because everyone's going into like the mainstream stuff. But if
Right,
you have a
and
strong
I'm not
niche,
saying-
like retro stuff, for example, or wrestling, MMA, people will stick around. The average person, no. But
No, I totally understand that, but it's to the point where if we can do one, 2 big shows a month, okay, and those are hour and a halves, or we can say, hey, dude, let's start doing our show weekly. So then every other week we have maybe a topic point, like we're talking about, AJ Styles, or we're talking about
like little extra episodes, little bonus.
the club, or we're talking
topic.
about it's like specifics. Like I have
we'll brainstorm off air though, because the number one thing I gotta say is
exactly. I have like
the
there's
audio
names and
feed.
there's little segment titles and stuff like that you're gonna be like, damn, that's a good idea. So,
you got to do the SEO, the keywords and the link juice in there, to get people attracted.
Exactly.
A lot of people will find you searching for those topics, but we got to make sure we apologize. The audio feed has not been updated regularly for a lot of podcasts, and that's up to the individual hosts. Everybody's an independent contributor, but hopefully we'll get everyone more systemized on that. Getting the files uploaded to the feeds and all that stuff, and getting descriptions and titles and all that stuff. Because I freaking go crazy when I see a podcast and it has like a 5-word description and like 2 words in the title. You gotta create the opportunity to let people know what your show's about and make it so they can find you. If there's nothing to search, they're not gonna find you. What are you doing?
But no,
Anyway.
there's a lot of little stuff in the mix. Like I said, guys, just pay attention to at TSC Obi-Wan on Twitter, and you guys will know everything. But yes, the Sunday Dose is coming back. We'll give you a hard date when I get it.
All right, good stuff. Now,
Yeah, I've been getting asked lately a lot. Like, where's it at, dude? Like,
look, no one
Like-
really does podcasts. Like Saturday and Sunday night are actually pretty barren. We were one of the few people that are doing it. Then like the Level Up show came and copied us, and like, what the hell? Like they weren't doing shit, and they're like, oh, Sunday, let's do that. And, like those guys, like they're straight up copycats. And they got the money to throw around too. They got a whole set they record on, but no personality. I don't know. I'm not trying to shit anyone, but damn, I've seen doorknobs with more personality. But anyway,
Well, there's things that we can do too, like, like I said, once we're in the new house and everything, like, once I'm gonna release some pictures here of like my office setup without the computer, here in a week or so, but you guys will see exactly what I'm talking about. Like, there'll be opportunities, and of course, like I said before, like, Blades will have his own room that he can actually go into, and if he's going to join, like, especially like NSFW, we don't have to worry about not talking too loud or whatever, like, because we're in the same room. So, like I said, everything is going to be different, guys. Once we get on that, that grind, of course, we're grinding real hard right now for TSC anyway, but once we get on there, we'll be there. Yeah, easy.
so I want to just share something completely random, a little public service announcement related, because Obi missed this last week. I want to make sure he's aware of this. If you ever have a significant other that argues with you that tinfoil, the shiny side has to face this direction and not that direction, well, straight from Reynolds Company, the people,
I thought I
the big
didn't give a
company.
fuck what side it was on.
What?
I thought I didn't care what side it was on.
I'm sure you don't care, but I bet you your wife feels differently.
What
But-
side of the tinfoil goes up?
Let's see what she says. But the real answer is it doesn't matter. Because Reynolds Company has come out and said the only reason one side is shiny is because that's the side that makes contact with the rollers when they're manufacturing the tinfoil.
The shiny side? What'd you say, Yogi?
It doesn't matter.
Well, like she said to me, she goes, well, what are you doing with it?
It doesn't matter either way. The shiny side works just the same as the matte side. The only reason they look different is because of the way the manufacturing process happens.
Yeah,
So-
the reason both of sides are not shiny is because the dull side is what's on the roller getting compressed, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So it's, yeah.
The only time it
But-
matters if it's a non-stick foil. That's the only time. So
Well, like some people say, like the shiny side conducts, more heat because it reflects more light.
yeah, and this is all based on old wives' tales and assumptions. They tested it in the lab, and the people that manufacture the stuff said it doesn't make a difference. So I'll take their word over someone that's a know-it-all. Like, wow, yeah, that's
Based-
reflective, so it's gonna help conduct the heat better, and you wanna
How
trap
about
it in
this? I'll take the word of my wife's cooking. I don't care what side she uses. Every time she cooks is fucking good anyway. So whatever. She uses the shiny side or the flat side. It doesn't matter. It's still good food. Who
Yep.
cares?
That's all that matters. But
She
People
does it
don't
a way
overthink that kind
that
of
she
stuff.
does it. She's been doing it for years. Even, her mom and grandma did the same thing probably. Like, I don't care. The food's fucking awesome. So who cares?
now another thing, if you like to clean a lot, which is always a good thing, but you have pets, avoid using Lysol and Pine Sol products. It's been proven that they cause renal failure if you use it a lot. So that's not cool. Even medicines and cleaning solutions that are intended for pet use, something you gotta be careful. Like the over-the-counter medicines, like the spot-on flea treatment. I've seen so many reports. I've heard from people like cats or the dogs going bald or dying, and ugh. So one thing to look at is organic solutions. There's a lot of essential oils and citrus juices and things you probably already have around the house that you could use for that stuff. Oh, and Bearded Hat just came in. He said Final Fantasy 15 is so damn good. Yeah, it's tempting. It's tempting. But I know if I get it now, I probably won't get around to it. Plus, money's tight, so that's a no-go. But I've been watching it. It looks good.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, but that's not really...
Like I've been wanting, well, even with the like a new game right now, like even like the PlayStation, like I want to play it, but I know we're moving in a couple of months, so why even open the box?
I don't see you being
Sorry,
a big
we're moving
Final
in a
Fantasy
couple
guy.
weeks, so it's like, right? Like I want to play really bad. Like I want to play remastered, and I'd like to even try out the Uncharted 4. Because then, guess what? I got a PlayStation. I can go get my MLB The League or the show. Because, of course, it's only on PlayStation. Yay. But, yeah, it's still sitting in the box. Like, I opened it and looked at it. It's a PS4 Slim, everything. And I was like, all right, time to put it away. I packed it right up in the box that it came in. And she goes, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm going to wait till we get to the new house to open it up. You guys will see in the pictures what I'm talking about with my desk and everything. It's crazy big.
Now, we got a lot for you guys tonight. So before Obi tells you what we have planned for the show, I just want to make sure you guys go over to puppet.farm and check out the best puppet shows you'll ever see. They're damn good. Puppet.farm. Not puppet.com, puppet.farm. That's our sponsor, our friends. Make sure you show them some love. Good stuff over there. But moving on, 'cause we could banter for a while. And we got a lot planned for the show. Hopefully we'll get through it. But Obi, what do we have tonight on the show?
And tonight on the show, guys, more video game talk, of course. If we're skipping the fantasy football tonight, guys, it's because at this point, if you're not already winning, you're done. Like, I'm in the top 4 in my league. That's all I care about. I haven't adjusted my lineup in 2.5 weeks.
Well, there's only six teams in our TSC league.
Hey, I'm in the top 4. That's playoffs. I don't care. We're going to have, well, I know for a fact, like, you can guarantee on at least 3 more people just from the COD team that's going to play next year. So we'll add that. It'll automatically grow to 10 right there. So it's something that, not 3, but 9. And then I have another person that wants to play. So we'll at least have 10 next year, which will be a lot better. So, yeah. That. The WWBW, what we've been watching, coming at you. What does that mean? I don't know. I'm just reading. Well, if you guys if we get to it, guys, we're going to talk a bit about what we've been watching, of course. If you're listening live, come join everyone in chat rooms over at allgames.com. And, of course, right here in the live show, twitch.tv/geeky antics. Better yet, come join us on Discord server. Beard and Hat, you're more than welcome to join us. And, of course, if you want to jump in Discord, just type exclamation point Discord in the chat, and you guys can get the info for that so you guys can join us. By the way, if you're new to this show, what the fuck is wrong with you? But, anywho, welcome to the gang. What's the gang? Geeky Antics Network Global. The whole community that we just, he scratched it all out.
Yeah, I stuck it out because I was like,
content creators that gives everybody a little voice to make their voice heard, I guess. And it kind of shakes things up because if you don't know what's going on, you're like, what? Who's this? Oh, it's a new gang member. Oh, sweet. If you like them, cool. If not, we got more.
I'm just trying to speed things along, Obi. I'm just trying to speed things along.
Right, I know. HorsePLAY Live is where geeks come to play and get in trouble all the time. That's
Word.
it.
Yep.
We're a flagship talk radio show for Geeky Antics Network in collaboration with allgames.com, Tangent Bound Network, We Be Geeks, TuneIn Radio, Stitcher, and more. Sorry, that kind of threw me off. Our show covers all the aspects of geek culture with a special focus on Indian strategy games, technologies, rants, issues geeks face, and, of course, community events we try to put on or be a part of. Sometimes we even talk about tabletop and retro gaming. Why? And just because. Oh, yeah, we talk about food all the fucking time.
True story.
Yeah, we do. You want to tell everybody a little bit more about the show.
We're HorsePLAY Live. We're crazy. We're a late night show. We're unfiltered. We're raw. We're having a good old time, and we hope you do too. The end. Yep. We're keeping it short tonight.
Damn, I wasn't ready either.
I noticed.
Don't forget rock stars. Gang stars. That's better. Don't forget, guys, HorsePLAY Live is every Thursday at 11 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Pacific, and 4 a.m. GMT on Twitch channels Geeky Antics, and simulcasted for those that have slow or laggy internet connections over on twitch.tv/YogiZilla. So HorsePLAY Live replay is also available early on Thursdays about 5 p.m. Eastern Time on the sister network, That started, of course, the G4 TV All Games Radio Network, and that's allgames.com. Go check them out. Exclamation point.
Yep.
And now it's time for the obligatory news and rants.
Ding!
God, you terrible.
Hey, I'm not terrible. You just gotta give me a little bit of time. Plus, it's freaking crazy in the house. I don't know if you can hear it. I keep muting myself because freaking, like, everybody's like, it's like, it'll be super quiet, and then it's like, the moment it's podcast time. Yeah, all day long, everybody's like chill, using their inside voice. Then it's like, oh, is it podcast time? This is the song that never is. Ding, ding, ding. Boom, boom, boom. Push, push, push. Like, what the hell? Did everybody just decide to start
That's
recording?
when you go out there and look at them like, motherfuckers, I'm about to call you guys up if you don't shut the
hear it
fuck
after
up.
the show. It's like, really? Come on, guys.
Oh, yeah, they're going to hear it. Listen up, what the hell? You can't shut your mouths. Get the out of my house.
Oh my God, it's crazy.
I'm in an attempt to censor some of my words because I've been saying more.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. You know that big F-bomb? I've been saying that a little bit more, so I'm trying to, what what's going on, Yeah. People know what I'm going to say. I just don't try not to say it. Anyway.
I gotcha.
What's in the news, homeboy?
So, there was a new Hearthstone update that came out on Tuesday to make way for the latest expansion, the Mean Streets of Gadgetzan, which I gotta say, it's different. So it's not. I don't know if it's bad or good, but I enjoy all the Hearthstone updates. But this one, instead of it being a solo adventure, it's more of a card expansion, like expanding all the, it's a new series of cards, kind of like they did with Whisper of the Old Gods. It wasn't really a solo adventure, but it gave you new content. But now they have like missions, like quests you could do for the gang, the gangsters and the factions, and then they unlock different things. And the new cards, the new card sets they have are pretty freaking crazy. Like there's a lot of buffs and all kind of insane stuff. Like the decks are already getting really broken. It's getting out of control. Like I'm not even getting into it, but the update apparently broke the game, and they had to do like 2 or 3 updates on Tuesday, just to get it working properly.
Well, I mean, Blades. I saw Blades playing it, and he was playing it, saying he goes, "Have you played Are you playing Hearthstone?" I'm like, "Nope, I don't even have time." I told all the, it's the Blizzard's card game. I told everybody in my guild on WoW, they had, told them, demote me from being an officer. I'm not going to guarantee, I've been working with another tank for the last couple weeks saying, get this, 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 and this, so he can take my spot. Because it's getting to the point now where with the org and the move and everything, I just don't have time to play anymore. Because they want me to farm and do all this other crap that I just don't have time. I don't put, I'm lucky if I get on WoW I'm lucky if I make it between 10 and 15 hours a week. I get on Tuesdays just to help them tank because I'm already super geared. But that's it. And then I tell everybody, I'm like, just don't even count that I'm going to get on. They're like, well, why? I'm like, because I have real life. But anyway, what's going else is going on in the news?
Yeah, see, MMORPGs, man, they're like a job. I will say it. You can't really play them casually. No, there's no but.
I can play it casually. It's just the point that, like I said, with everything, with you said, what you said to me, dude, once you start on that thing and you have all this other social media that you have to worry about just for your org alone, you're going to not be able to play as many games. I'm like, well, whatever. Yeah, he's right. Yeah, you're right. There you go. It's been, I play games, of course. We play Siege and we play, I play a lot of Rocket League. I've been getting on Counter-Strike a little bit just to kind of ease my brain. But, it's one of those things, those games I can get on and off in an hour. Wow.
And boy, do you. We already have a joke amongst us on Xbox that you turn into a pumpkin if you stay online for more than an hour.
I know, right? That's fine. You guys are gonna be freaking crazy when I'm on there all day one day. You're gonna be like, "That's not Obi. That's somebody else on this
I won't
account."
hold my breath.
Yeah, don't. You'll die.
That'll be like 5 years from now. Like, who's this Obi
That's
guy?
the freaking thing with Fatal right now too. Like Fatal and my wife have like little jokes, like when he asks me something, what do I gotta wait 6 months for that answer or some bullshit?
It's
Like
true.
they both had jokes.
We know about the
Both
Obi
of them
schedule.
have headphones on right now. I hope you guys can hear me. Wow.
My favorite thing is you
I just
record a
got burned
podcast.
bad.
You record a podcast, and then 2 months later, it's uploaded. I'm like, nice.
What?
With your podcast, you tend to upload it really late. Cause I see upload date, and it'll show like 2 months,
Yeah,
or like a month or two later.
there's one on there that like I thought I put it on right after, because usually I put it on the same day right after the show, and I put it up. But it's like a couple weeks ago we did one, and I was like, where's this one at? And I look at it and it's right there. I'm like, oh fuck, I never put it up. Like that, I know which one you're talking about there.
Oh man.
But
Anyway,
it's just weird right now, man. I mean,
I know.
once I can play more, I'll play more. But I just have to make sure if I got to get this thing going. Once it's leveled off, and I'm not worried about signing a team somewhere, or I'm not worried about trying to get creators or whatever like that. I'll play more. Might not be specific games, but like it'll be a lot of console stuff, because I'll have the capture card to stream to YouTube, and of course stream to the new Twitch channel. But
So another thing, there's a lot of beta love going on. Like War Child has talked about Lawbreakers beta is now going open. It was a closed beta before. And a lot of this is coming to us by way of the Video Game Awards, which were today. They just finished, I think. And Overwatch just won Game of the Year, which I think is well-deserved. That game, the iterations it has gone through, they got the new character, Sombra, just the new game modes, the way they retooled it. Now that you get a lot more loot boxes, it's just a fun game, and that's the kind of game you could jump in and jump out anytime you want and still enjoy it.
Well, yeah, too, and too, one of the reasons why they've been growing so much was the esports.
Oh yeah,
and guys, you'll hear me time and time again. I always talk about esports just because it's my life, but it's like that's part of why they've been getting so huge. Like, as well as I do, if you pick a wrong comp, like you get demolished.
Well, yeah,
like,
Overwatch was designed with esports in mind, so
yeah.
That's from the ground up. It's built up for competitive play, but the way it handles it is different. Like, even though you're being competitive, even though you're trying to work in a team comp and do plays, it doesn't feel as stressful as a lot of other competitive games, and that's the nice thing about it. It still feels like a nice palate cleanser,
Right.
Whereas, like, I love Rainbow Six Siege, but sometimes it's so intense. I'm like, all right, I need to take a break because I'm about to punch somebody.
Well, like Overwatch is one of those games where I can go in and I know I can do good with 2 or 3 characters no matter what the others are playing. Like, you've seen me with, like, when I'm on Soldier 76. I actually know how to really play that sumbitch. Like, I can get kills anywhere. A couple of the tanks or something I'll still play if we need it. Healers, I suck at. But, like, I only practice 1 or 2 characters. I don't know why, but that's just all I play. So that if somebody else picks it, I'm kind of screwed, but at the same time, I can fall back and play something else, but it's not as good.
Don't get me started on the auto picking in competitive games, but that's for another discussion.
That's frustrating the crap out of me, dude.
Yeah, we'll probably get into
like,
that.
I'll hover over Soldier 76, right? And somebody will just come right in and pick him. And I'm like, wait a minute, dude, I'm hovering over him. Like, are you serious? Sorry, bro, auto pick. You're
and
dickhead. Now
it's funny.
And I tell him, okay, we'll change to a different guy. No, I'm good. Really?
See, that happens in Rainbow Six Siege, and even though Overwatch and Siege are very different games, that auto picking, yeah, it's good if someone already has in mind what they want to play and they're sticking to the main people they're good at. But it's also good to have people that look at what everyone else is picking and pick to complement each other. But anyway, so yeah, betas. So Lawbreakers is now open, and on December 8th, Gigantic will go open beta at Obi. I don't want to. I know how you feel about the game, but for the rest of us, we can all play together on Windows 10 and Xbox. And that's kind of a shame because I have a. If you want to get in on before that, I'll probably just post it to the group. I have a few codes.
Yeah, they've sent me all the beta code. Like after I voiced my opinion to them, and told them that this is one of the worst experiences that I've ever had, because really it was. Like they gave me the game, through somebody else that got me a code, which I believe it was Ivy Loud. Shout outs to you.
Dude, I've had codes for months.
But no, it's one of those things where the first time I get on it, and it's just like I could never play it. It would never load right. I'd have to reinstall it. Like it was just one of the worst experiences I've ever had with the beta. And then
they only do it on select weekends too.
Since then, they've made sure like I have multiple things from Gigantic in my mailbox. I can see them, and there's a line of Gigantic emails saying, hey, come join us on the beta. This one works. Shit like they'll say little stuff like that. Like, because I've literally voiced I've had probably 20 employees from Gigantic try to. Then I finally just said, sure, go ahead and send it to me. I'll try it again. But, like, it was, I went off on them for a while. Sure you didn't. Yeah, sure you heard that.
The thing is, the important part to remember about this is a small company that almost died. And people were giving up on them. And you have to understand, they were having financial issues. But they pulled through. And it's an underdog story that I think is worth keeping up with. But anyway, now it's going to be, with the open beta, you're going to have access to 16 heroes on rotation and 3 maps. And I hear they might be coming out with a new map soon.
I might get it. Like when it comes out. If I get a beta code for Xbox or something, I might jump on it just to play a little bit and see how it is. But like as far as playing it on Windows 10 or PC, not going to happen ever again.
I have it on Xbox. You want a code? Just ask me. I got a bunch of them.
Oh, I don't want to waste a code though. You know what I mean?
Oh my lord.
Because you know what I mean. Like I'll probably play it, but like I said, within the next month is the busiest month of my life for the next 5 years. Like with what we're all doing right now with the move and everything. So.
Warchild said he's excited about the For Honor beta, and he's getting back into No Man's Sky.
Now, For Honor. I'm actually looking forward to that beta too. I am.
I'm excited I'm enjoying the Fable, not the Fable Legends, Elder Scrolls Legends card game, but I'm really excited about Gwent. Speaking of which, have you been playing Elder Scrolls Legends, the card game, lately?
No.
Okay. Yeah, it's got a good foundation. I was wondering if we're getting to that point where, like, I love card games, but I'm wondering if we get to that point where it's like, there's a lot of games
right.
in that genre. So, but people keep coming out with shooters, and people keep buying them. So, what do we call your wife, Warchild? We just say Warchild or wife. That sounds awkward.
Big birthday shout-outs, of course, for the man that we love. His wife has turned a certain age today. Big shout-outs to her. Thank you very much. Being born, World Child Mark IV,
Ms. Warchild, Mrs. Warchild,
Miss. We'll say Miss because he said wife. Miss Warchild Mark IV. Happy birthday,
wife child.
Big shout outs to you.
Happy birthday, wife child. I like that. Wife child.
There you go. There's your wife birthday shout out.
Yeah. Does she enjoy our show? If she does, that's good. We're doing something right.
She's like, wait, what's horseplay?
Has nothing to do with what you think, folks. So what else? But yeah, in lieu of the fact that we're coming close to the end of the year, every year we usually do a best of the year and then a year preview, 2 shows back to back. I think we'll do an extra installment this year and cover the video game awards and whether we agree or not with what they had. But that's all the stuff that's newsy. Some quick deals for cheap bastards though. I know everybody's probably dealed out, but free to play picks that come from our community. Guild Wars 2, Gigantic, Heroes of the Storm, Gems of War. There's some other ones, but those are some of the ones that people mention. Oh yeah, Unreal Tournament. Can't forget that one. People are playing that. Now, games with gold for this month. Sleeping Dogs. Ooh, excuse me, gassy. Murder Soul Suspect, and Outland. All good games. You should get them. Do it. I haven't checked the latest Ubi 30 game. Do you know what it is, Obi? I know last time it was Far Cry 3
no.
Blood Dragon. But make sure you log into the Ubi the Uplay app every month because they have a new game there. Previously ones they had were The Crew, Rayman Origins, Splinter Cell, Prince of Persia. They had a bunch of great stuff on there.
I do that, but I have them all. I just most of the time I forget because if I don't do it, like if you say do it right now and I don't get on and actually do it right now, I'll forget by the end of the show and then I just don't do it because I already have the games I want to play right now.
Well, you know, you add them to your account and you install them when you feel like, you know.
Yeah, but I'm saying it.
I'm just like you just fizzled away there. For EA on the house, the last time I checked it was Dungeon Keeper. We should probably check this next time, but yeah, keep an eye out on those things. I know people don't like EA Origin or you play like, oh, it's DRM, it's shady as fuck, NSA, Illuminati, like, oh come on, free stuff, fuck it.
Really?
People get paranoid.
The origin EA on the house is Dungeon Keeper still.
Nice. Definitely get that before it's too late. That's one of my favorite games of all time. This is definitely up there. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Mm.
Obi, something I wonder
What?
about. Obi doesn't have a lot of variety in his tastes. See, I like all kinds of games.
Of course. I mean, that's I just, yeah, whatever.
Going, to Dungeon Keeper. Come on, it's at least a okay game, not a
Yeah.
Anywho, as a little backdrop for greatest games of all time, I found a bunch of lists, but of course Wikipedia already has an entry for it. And I'm just gonna go through the list real quick, so we can get the brain juices going for when we do have a formal segment on this. But Tetris is up there. Actually, I'm sorry, this is not the greatest games of all time. This is the best-selling video games. What do you think is the highest-selling game ever? Ever. Including, yeah, we'll do all platforms.
Ever?
That also means
Let me ask the guy that would really know that. Hey, Blades, what do you think the most expensive game,
the highest selling
game of all time, all platforms? Yeah, like the most sold, whether it be a really expensive like the $100 package for the Infinite Warfare, or like what would you say of the all time, all platforms? Pac-Man is his answer.
That's a good answer.
Is that your final answer? That's his final answer. Did he win?
Pac-Man
No, he
is
lost.
on the list, but it's not the highest selling.
Pac-Man's on. Where's Pac-Man at?
Let me double check. Pac-Man on the Atari 2600 sold 7 million copies, but that's not an Atari 2600.
Where are you getting this at? Because like I'd like to see this. What you're.
It's in the show notes.
Okay.
It's under
didn't
the quickie. Pac-Man in the arcades sold 400,000 units. It's the highest. It's actually the highest selling in the arcades. according to the numbers on here.
Pac-Man is the highest selling in arcades.
According to this source. Now, 400,000 units doesn't seem like a lot. But you know how much those arcade cabinets cost. I mean, that's significant. I mean, you're talking about, you know, sales in the high millions, if not billions. You know what I'm saying?
Now, can I
cabinets? Yeah.
Can I say the highest game?
Yeah, go for it.
You're looking at it now. He guessed, but in 1984, this game was released, and you can download this game on mobile, iOS, BlackBerry OS, PlayStation Portable, Windows Phone, Android, PlayStation 3, Nintendo Entertainment System, Game Boy, with a sold copies of 495 million copies. The game of Tetris.
Now,
I didn't even think.
Now the next two should not surprise people, but I think the one after that, number 4, is pretty crazy if you think about it, considering how shit it is.
I can see it because you got to remember though, after this latest update, like people have been buying it like crazy. Like, I mean, I want to say a tenth of what that number is for that number 4 is probably just from this year at Christmas.
That's true. I still didn't buy it. At $30, I'm like, crazy. I'm
so what he's talking about, guys, is of course number 2, Minecraft, 2009, sold 107.86 million copies. Wii Sports. Okay, and this is a game was out 2006 when the original Wii came out, and I can tell you a 5-year-old that can whoop your ass in bowling, beat your face in boxing. He's not very good at golf yet anymore, and then basically whoop your butt in tennis too, which is TSC Cam. Wii Sports is the third most sold with 82 million.
Wii Sports is cheating. Yeah, 82 million because it came bundled with the console. And
it came bundled with the console, and it was only $2 at GameStop.
Yeah, people were freaking giving them away. People were using them as target practice. I mean, the funny thing about the Wii, it's one of the highest selling consoles of all time.
Mm-hmm.
But when you look at attachment rate, most people just had Wii Sports, and that's it. Maybe one other game. There are a lot of people I knew that only had the Wii and the Wii Sports. That's it.
Right. Well, like now, like we have we have 2 Wiis. We have one Wii that is basically it's a Smash box. It's like Smash Brothers, and we're gonna get other emulators and stuff and put on it. And then we have the one that actually reads discs. That one we have Mario for it. We have fishing games. We have the Mii people. The MEEMII.
The
Wii Me.
Mm-hmm.
We have like that, but it's like what's it called? It's where you have a person and you make her go to work and you build her house and all that other stuff. What is it? Yeah, it's like a Sims, Wii Sims. Yeah, like we have a whole bunch of games with like we have a fishing pole and then we have a driving wheel for Mario Kart and yeah. So to round out the top 5. After Grand Theft Auto 5 sold 70 million, 2013. Another old school game come out with 40 million, and that's Super Mario Bros.
Now we're not gonna go down through the whole list, but
no, I said round up the top 5. That's all.
From the most selling to the lowest, you got Mario Kart Wii, Tetris, Wii Sports Resort, New Super Mario Brothers, Diablo 3, which I think is well deserving. I'm still not a fan of what they did with the skill tree. I kind of like the traditional system better. But that game is really great, and they're still putting out content for it, and they got big plans for it. So that deserves to be there. A lot of Wii stuff here, New Super Mario, Wii. Brothers. Wait, did we just say that already? Oh, the Wii version, the DS version, and the Wii version of Super Mario Brothers. Wii Play, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, and it's funny, people slam on that Call of Duty the most, but
yeah, and that's the most sold.
Yep.
Yeah, Call of Duty. I was going to say something. The top 20, you have 4 or 5 Call of Duty games, and the one that people like just bombed on the most, Modern Warfare 3, was the most sold. Go figure. Not by much, guys.
I love that one.
Call of Duty Black Ops, the original Black Ops had just under. It was both 26 million, and they only separated by like 300,000 copies. Or
you have,
300,000 copies. So it's not that much.
Then you have Grand Theft Auto 4, Black Ops 2, Connected Adventures. I'm pretty happy with this list. You know, I think we'll have to revisit this and see, are these games really worthy of being up there? Now, towards the bottom of the list at 15 million a pop, or more or less, you got Lemmings, Sonic the Hedgehog at the very bottom. Right above that, you got Pokemon Black and White.
Okay, before you say the next one, I want to say something.
What?
The next two.
Oh, God.
Now, this is something, if you guys know what bundles come out with Infinite Warfare, okay, for the new game, right? You have Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. So if you guys know, like Call of Duty 4 Remastered, that's what they did, right? This Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare back in 2000 only sold 15 million copies. As of when it came with the bundle and the way people are talking in the comments, Call of Duty 4 Remastered was wanted more than Infinite Warfare.
Oh, yeah. But the sad part is, I don't think that the Remastered will count towards Modern Warfare sales.
Nope,
because
it will. It's a separate game.
It's a separate
it's a separate game. Yeah. Anytime they do a remaster, they have to change enough about it to make it a whole separate game.
Though it would be cool if people
became
could
really nice.
aggregate, with all the remasters you have, all these collections, aggregate the data between those and look at that overlap and see how much they really sold across the franchise. You know, that'd be interesting to see the Venn diagram of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
World at War, Call of Duty World at War. That's the one that's very underrated, but people that played it loved it. It's a very kind of niche game. But anyway, this list is really fascinating. And if you go out to the arcade stuff, that makes me so happy because I'm such a big arcade guy. I miss that experience. It's something you can never really get again, at least in the States. You know, they're trying to do it, but like overseas, it's still a bigger thing, like that culture. But you know, you got Pac-Man.
Well, you got some like places like around like here that will actually they still have arcades, but the way the gaming industry is expanding with the different consoles, even the handheld consoles, the PSP or whatever it is, to where you can play a full PlayStation 4 game on a handheld device, like arcades are just starting to die regardless.
It's not profitable unless you do a barcade, right? Like almost all the arcades we have out here serve alcohol or serve food, and that's how they sustain themselves. You know,
well,
like
yeah, if you
Buster's,
do something like a Dave and Buster's or a indoor, like up here we have a Craig's Cruisers, that there's indoor tracks and video games and arcades and all that other stuff. Like, but the only way they only
down south they call them
huge.
Adventure Crossing.
They're like 100,000 square foot building. Like it's freaking huge.
Don't you have laser tag too?
Yep, they have laser tag as well. But like a lot of that stuff is like they have food. I mean, that's where they make all their that's where most of their parties and birthday parties come there, is because they can have pizza and the kids can sit in they're watching Disney Junior, and then the adults or whatever, like on Sunday when we went, they had NFL football in one room for the guys, for the dads, and then for the kids they had everything's safe. They have a whole bunch of guards, everything's locked up, and not guards as in like armed guards, but like people watching, and it's nice. It's one of those places where people just let loose. I couldn't. I was freaking out because there were so many people starting to come in.
I for a while I was so into Dave and Buster's, and I got a hookup. I got so much free stuff because I have friends that worked there and were managers there. Oh, it was great, and I would just spend money on the games, and it's like, why am I doing this? I can play games at home, but it's something different about getting out of the house, socializing with people, just hanging out. Like, it's a different experience. Like, man, as much as I love the online stuff, you can't replace the arcade experience. And not to mention, Dave & Buster's, they actually make good drinks, and the food is actually not bad. Call me crazy.
And Dave & Buster's is like, their demographics are seriously shouting out to the 21 to 30-year-olds that are just getting off work and they just want to go have a fun time on Friday night, because they're not going to go. They want to go to a bar or whatever. Like, then you can get all your coworkers and do this. That's how the commercials are planned out and everything. But yeah, I can say they're good. I'm on that list now. Took me forever to find it.
Yeah,
So earlier we were talking about Pac-Man,
Yeah,
400,000 units.
then Space
Copy
Invaders
sold.
next up, which shouldn't surprise anyone.
Then my game that I dominated in arcade, Street Fighter.
Yeah, none of these are pretty surprising. I'm trying to see one that surprises me. Now, one
Donkey
of
Kong.
the Donkey Kong should be up there. Ms. Pac-Man. I actually like Ms. Pac-Man a lot better than the original Pac-Man, the way it plays. Asteroids right next. Defender. These are all classics, man. Centipede, Galaxian. But the one that
Beastmania.
did you play this
Beatmania.
one? Which one?
Beat Mania is where you could
Oh God.
the dancing
Right
one.
next to Cuber and Mortal Kombat. That's funny. And Robotron. That's like a weird chunk. Dig Dug, Pole Position, Popeye. I've got Popeye. Popeye's a game that people don't really think about, but it was cool. Dragon's Lair is down there. Berserk.
There's really none of the top 10. Because like Asteroids was a big one. Then you had Defender. I don't remember much of. I'm sorry, but I don't.
That's when we had to pick up the people, like beat them up
Yeah, I
to the
don't-
ship.
Yeah, I don't remember that one. But Centipede, I remember. Galaxian, I remember.
about
Star
Mr. Do?
Horse 2. Mr. Do, I remember. That was just funny.
Yeah, Mr.
Donkey
Do
Kong
was
Jr.
great.
once Donkey Kong got tired.
Yep.
Mortal Kombat 2, there's a lot of those too. But
At the bottom of the list is Seawolf, Oshade Majo, Malovan Berry, Breakout, Pong, Space Duel, Super Cobra. Like the arcade picks are so random. Like Stargate, which is actually I hear it's a hard cabinet to get if you're a collector. Oh, Jungle Hunt, good times. So yeah, Wikipedia's got the list of best-selling video games. It's probably not 100% accurate, but I look at this and I think it's a good backdrop to have a future conversation, greatest games of all time. So we'll probably have a show where we'll just talk about the greatest games of all time.
yeah.
towards the end of the
I
shoot-
forgot.
the year.
I had it on the other screen though. Wait, are we done with this one?
Yeah.
I was gonna say something about Ubisoft with the deals.
Oh yeah. Go
I
ahead.
forgot totally. Just to let you guys know, Ubisoft has still got their Black Friday, their Cyber Monday special running until December 4th. So those that are listening right now, you got till Sunday night, and it's 75% off. And I'm talking like all the Assassin's Creed stuff, guys, the Watch Dogs bundles. Like it's 75% off on select items. So like be aware what it is, but so if something Ubisoft games are the way you want to go, I was looking it up, and Assassin's Creed, of course, Rainbow Six, they have all those other stuff, all the other games too that you can get off there. So
I wish they had.
and they have merch too. So if you like any of the
Yeah.
coats or hoodies or hats,
but no season passes.
I know, which kind of pissed me off. That's what I was looking for, and I couldn't find one.
It's hard because I think they're subject to the marketplace that they're on, and I don't know, some weird
Like
stuff
you could do a
involved.
season pass. You could do a like right now, dude, on Ubisoft. Guys, hey, we should have bought your seats here. Right now, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege is only $15.
That's what I told Oolong.
Okay, Watch Dogs 2. It's still 60, but it's still 40. It's a $70 game. Division, it's only $25.
Totally
Far
worth
Cry
it.
Primal, $15.
Worth it.
I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, the sale goes on and on and on. They got like wrist, like a wrist leather wristband. Originally $40, it's $20. Like it's crazy. Mortal Kombat 10, $25. So a lot of things are 60 to 75% off. You can't beat it. The Batman Arkham Origins Season Pass, $6. BFT.
Let me clear my throat. Why are you echoing? I just noticed like it's like a faint echo.
Am I?
Yeah.
How about now?
How about now?
How about now?
Oh, that's definitely an echo.
I might have had it. I might have had it pinched down a little bit because I might have roughed it with my finger. Sorry. But yeah, guys, go check that out if you guys want to. Lots of good deals on there. I might just get some of those just to give away. Damn.
Oh yeah.
We'll see. What do we got next going on here?
Well, I think we should just jump into our WWBP WWBW. You're welcome.
Oh, hey, what you been watching? Well, I've been watching lots of things lately.
Oh, yeah. Go on.
I hate you and I love you, but I binge watched The Last Ship and I'm so freaking pissed, like how it ended. But you warned me, so it was fine. And then I've been binge watching a lot of just other series like on Hulu or even Netflix, and still watching Arrow. We're watching let me get out my little list that I wrote down so I know what to watch every week.
Are you caught up on Arrow?
I am. No, I'm not. I'm one episode behind. That one records on the TV, so like the Arrow's not on Hulu.
So wait, you haven't watched the crossover yet?
I'm going to here probably tomorrow.
Okay,
Depends
we'll talk
on
about
what
next week.
time and if I feel like going to bed right after the show. I might go
Dude, they
and
just
watch
finished the
something.
crossover tonight with DC's Legends of Tomorrow. And the crossover spanned all 4 shows. Supergirl, Flash, Arrow, and then DC's Legends of Tomorrow.
Damn it!
Oh, it's so good, dude. The funny thing is, there was a leaked trailer, and I was like, this has to be doctored, because like a lot of the scenes didn't make sense. It looked like they just took scenes from different shows and put them together. And then I realized, oh, it's a crossover episode. It it seemed like it was like you know how Supernatural does the what if episodes where it's like kind of silly and it doesn't really belong in there. I thought it was one of those, but there's continuity, and they find a way to fit it in there. It's crazy, yo. It's really good. This is a really good time. If you haven't gotten into it yet, give those DC shows a go, because yeah, their movies suck, you know, outside of Batman, but the shows are good.
But some other shows I've been paying attention to because there are new episodes of various animated shows. South Park, I'm back watching again, and I'm laughing my ass off every episode. Superstore, it's called Superstore. Basically, their store is Cloud9. It's one of those shows that if you like really dumb comedy, you're gonna love it. Like, it's so funny. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., of course. All my wrestling shows, Empire, Total Divas. They just started a new season of. I thought you'd like that one, Yogi, because you're so, anyway, Ninja Warrior 2016. And then like American Grit when it's on, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, just because it's just funnier than crap. But not a lot, really. The Voice, they're almost done. That show that I've been watching, the Pitch, it's with the first, basically, female starting pitcher for Major League. And then, of course, like The Simpsons. I rewatched Sleepy Hollow again just because I couldn't believe the way it ended. Once Upon a Time, we're watching Pretty Relit. We have a little family thing where on Mondays, I think Fatal even comes out and joins us. But we have a thing to where we watch Once Upon a Time every Monday while we're eating dinner. So,
it's in a tough day because on Sunday you have Walking Dead and Westworld, and then Once Upon a Time. It's rough. That's a rough slot.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where we don't watch it live anyway.
Oh, okay.
like we let it DVR.
Yep.
Like even when it's on Hulu, like when we moved to the new house, we're cutting cable, just because we have Fire Sticks, and we
Nah.
have accounts to everything, from ABC to Hulu to Netflix to whatever we want, and we can get it all on our Fire Stick. So it's
Now,
like,
Obi, let's pretend that no one listens to our show, and we're gonna have a private conversation. Did you get
Okay.
a mail from the Nielsen research?
mail from what?
Nielsen, the Nielsen research group. You know, TV ratings.
No. Why?
Because apparently they're gonna be selecting. This is a year where they're gonna select a lot more households, and I don't want to say too much, but we're in one of the later phases, one of the later stages. They selected us because of our market and our viewing habits. So it might be interesting there.
You?
Yeah.
I'd
tell
love to
you.
see a week in your house.
Let me tell you, the process is a pain in the ass. But you know, you get selected as perks with that, so there's a reason it's a pain in the ass. I mean, I think last I checked, there's only like
Money payouts, tell me.
yeah, I mean,
All right,
yeah.
wait, all right. Well, we got people that are back, then they're possibly listening again, so let's end that private conversation.
Oh, hi guys.
So, welcome back. This is Horseplay Live. We're right in the middle of some kind of thing. Now, we've been talking about, of course, what you've been watching, what you've been playing. Well, Yogi, what have you been watching lately?
Well, like I said, that Invasion crossover arc that they're doing with the DC shows, fantastic. So, you know, I always slam on Arrow because I think The Flash is a better show. And now, excuse me, the CW has Supergirl and DC's Legends of Tomorrow, which I like better than Arrow as well. But watching this crossover arc across all four shows, I appreciate each show for what it is. And I gotta tell you that they're killing it right now. DC's really doing it. Though I think this is the last year, or there might be one more season for Arrow. I remember reading something like that somewhere. So we'll see. But that Invasion story is so good. Another show, everybody's talking about The Walking Dead. And what's up, Bitus? Did I pronounce it right? In the chat. The Walking Dead, everybody's talking about that. And I don't know. I don't want to get too much into the conversation about it, but I feel like they're doing a lot of work to build up, Negan and remind us this guy's a real badass. He's a real asshole. He's dangerous. Okay, we get it. But I do gotta say, the last episode was cool. Without spoiling too much, we got to change the scenery, and we finally got to see more of Tara, who kind of fell off for a little while, and it reminded us that a lot of the survivors from Rick's group are out of the loop with everything that went down between them and the saviors. So it's like all these different kind of branching stories are gonna come back to a point and culminate. There's a lot of setup right now. It's very interesting. So we'll see hopefully it'll pay off. But the show that people aren't talking about enough, in my opinion, is Van Helsing. I'm really enjoying that show, and now they got this whole thing where there's traitors in their midst, and
Is
one
that
of
on
them.
Hulu?
Is it on Hulu? No, because I don't think it might be. I gotta double check. It's a sci-fi show, and it's the first season right now, so you might be able to catch it. Don't they have the deal with sci-fi? I thought.
I don't know. It's not on there.
Well, however you could get it, definitely worth checking out. Cause man, that last episode, I was triggered as fuck. I was like, what? Even though I kind of saw it coming, I was still like, like when you're like kind of screaming at the TV, like, come on, like, characters do shit that piss you off, and you're like, come on, really? Why? What's the point? That's what
I want the show Nashville to come back.
Is it done? Done?
Yeah.
Oh. How many seasons did that have?
Good. 5 or 6.
Oh, that had a good run. You already have
Like
Empire.
a couple of the act, like, yeah, I have my Empire now, but I think a couple of the
Nashville, it's Nashville black people.
wow. No, it's not. But anyway, moving on, since Yogi's being racist. No, just kidding. I don't even know where we're at.
I don't know. You were gonna say something about some show.
You were talking about Van Helsing,
But,
and then you were getting ready to say something about The Walking Dead. That's what
I'm
it was.
done with that. I mean, I'm watching Lucifer. That's fantastic as always. American Horror Story wrapped up, so no more of that for now. But oh god, that was a good series. They really surprised me with the last season. Gotham, fantastic. You know, Gotham is like the show I really love, but I can never really describe because it's just something you have to kind of experience. It's amazing. Westworld is finally turning around. It's getting interesting again because it was a bit of a slog, and now I'm into it. But a lot of the things with Westworld, one of the problems I have with it, like I love the setting, I love the premise, and the characters are interesting, but the situations they're put in don't make sense. It's like, how did they get to this place? Like, wouldn't they have safeguards? Like, really? Why are they letting this person bully them around? Oh, I don't. It's really hard to believe that things could go down the way they are, but they are. And my last one, of course, is Z Nation and Exorcist. There's other stuff I've been watching too, because there's a lot of neat shit this year. Like I started to watch Timeless and. The other show they had, something, Edge of Tomorrow, I forget what it's called. Because, I just happened to be on.
Right. Well, let's not forget about the one that you didn't watch.
Which one's that?
WWE pay-per-view Hell in the Cell and Survivor Series.
Oh, yeah, I missed both.
Man, that Survivor Series, I'm going to tell you something about it right now. That was awesome. Okay? Now, the part of Survivor Series that was not awesome anymore was... right as Goldberg was coming out, his freaking music blows up. Then all of a sudden, Brock Lesnar, hello, my name is Paul, blah, blah, blah.
I know that he won.
It's time for the big bad gladiator match that's been wanting to happen for 12 years. Roar!
Obi, I got it right.
Dude,
I called it right.
It was so bullshit. Yeah, you called it right, but goddamn. It was a 1.5-minute match. Are you serious?
Oh, I heard that it was like super quick. That they had.
Like Goldberg. Oh, okay. He speared him. Good, awesome. Then he speared him again. Then did a jackhammer. Then speared him again to tag him, and then that's when he pinned him. That was it.
Wow. Okay,
literally, like there was some. I'm gonna throw you out of the ring. We're gonna run around the ring for a few minutes, but Goldberg's starting to get winded. Starting to get old. Blah blah blah. Let's do your finishers right now and call it a match. Like, it was the worst. I mean, this match was worse than the first match between them two. And that's saying a lot. 1.5 minutes. Come on. It's probably longer than that, and I'm just sucking at timing, but geez. I mean, if Blades wasn't in the middle of a game, 1 minute, 25 seconds, if Blade wasn't in the middle of a game called A League of Legends, I would have him come over here and tell you about that minute. Yeah, that 1:25 Goldberg freaking Brock Lesnar match. That was just a total pile of crap that should never be aired on WWE Network ever. But you can't get that for only $9.99, with the first month being free.
See, when I read the post-show highlights, they made it seem like it was like he did it as 1-2 combo and then won. I thought it was that simple.
No, he literally done 3 spears, a jackhammer, and then, some bullshitter, I don't know. He did 3 spears and a jackhammer and pinned him.
What can you do? I mean, the match
I think
is
Brock
more
said. I think they said, "All right, man, I'm gonna let you go out on a high note, and maybe you can revitalize your career a little bit, beat me, but then at the end of your career, I get your ass. That's probably what Brock said. Okay, you can have this win, but you better live this next year really, really well. Because next year at this time, I'm beating the living out of you. It's like it's going to be a WrestleMania match.
But does Brock really have that kind of thirst? Because, like, he can still fall back on the MMA stuff, you know?
No, Brock, dude. No, you got to think about it. Brock Lesnar is one of those guys that they're about the real fighting. Like, they're about beating somebody senseless. Like, if he has to do it by doing 20 suplex, bringing you to Suplex City every match, that's what he's going to do.
Yeah.
Put you into the Kimura to break your arm, or throw a flat out, give you an F5, drop you on your hip 3 or 4 times. That shit fucking hurts.
Oh, yeah, he's a scary dude. I wouldn't want to be in a
But,
scrap
like,
with him.
does he have that kind of vendetta that he's lost from Brock Lesnar, that he wants to beat his ever-living ass? Yes. Is WWE Network or is WWE and Vince McMahon going to sit there and go, we're going to take advantage of this and make millions? Yes. Will it probably be a WrestleMania next year? Probably, unless they have him starting something else. Because on Monday Night Raw after Survivor Series, they come up and he goes, they had a talk, like you saw it on camera, where Stephanie McMahon was talking to him on camera saying, well, you think you got another title run in you? Like, hey, we might see Brock Lesnar for a little while longer. See how bad he flubs up any other matches. Like, the ring rust is there big time. Like, yeah. Anyway, let's get off this because I could talk about it for another hour.
Yeah. All right, well, I mean, I could talk about TV for a while, too. But
I just started talking about wrestling and everybody left.
Everybody's gone. Crickets, tumbleweed flying, rolling by. Pretty soon we're gonna hit that mid-season hump. We're gonna bring other shows in.
Mm-hmm.
Those swing
January.
shows like iZombie.
Starts I think the second week of January.
Yeah.
Because everybody, most of the movie stars have obligations on New Year's, whether it be in Times Square or all around the world. So that second week,
all around the world, the same song. Sorry.
Like, movie stars, they work hard and they gotta memorize a bunch of lines and all that other stuff. And if they're a successful star, like they work, they bust their ass, but they get anything they want on top of it, though. Give me this, yes, ma'am.
I just want the little cheese platters they get, the little snacks, the cookie platter, and the cheese,
And that's all you could think of that you would want?
Yeah.
Okay.
It. I'm a simple guy. Like, all you can eat. All right. Thank you. Sign me up. What do you want me to do? Get naked on screen? Done.
No.
How much ass do you want me to show? Is the full butthole or only partial?
All right, please. Stop. Like, if they're not gone, they're gone now. For those that are still here, thank you very much for hanging with us. Even those yogis being an ass, or making an ass of himself. Bump.
I see what you did there.
Ooh, WWPW.
We're doing the WWE. Oh yeah, okay. I thought you were being I thought you were being funny.
WWBP. What we've been playing.
Yeah. How we do the P.
I'm moving along, and you're still being a perv thinking about
BP.
your asshole.
Nah, I'm moving on from that. I'm good. I got out of my system.
Yeah. Okay.
We're keeping the theme going, even though we're trying to avoid it. Anyway.
You're making me nervous right now.
What have you been playing, Obi?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Got invited to a amateur Counter-Strike team last night because I just get on Counter-Strike just to wind down. I do a couple ranked games, and if I do good, I'm usually dropping a 30 or a 40. If I do bad, I dropped single digits, so it's funny either way. So I really whoop their ass, or I really get my ass kicked. And the last couple of nights, I've probably over a 3-game span, I'll drop 90 to 100 kills and 30 to 40 deaths. Like I'm like way up there. And I carried a team to a win, or I beat the living hell out of them. I had 45 kills, and the other 4 people, they all, like, as soon as the game was done, they all instant invited me on Steam. So like, what's up? Well, we want to invite you to play for us in this org and everything. I'm like, dude, that would be awesome. I would definitely do that with you, but I own an organization. So if you would like to do that, you'd have to sign under me. And she goes, well, no, thank you. I was like, all right, then have a nice day. She's like, oh, man, that's too bad. You can't make an exception. I was like, it's nothing about making an exception. I own an esports organization. I can't go off and play for somebody else. That's just not how it works. But it's funny. And it was just like an amateur thing. I said, now, if you guys want to come under here, sure. Been playing a little bit of course, lots of Rocket League. Here in the future, near future, I'm going to be playing some League of Legends with Blades. We're going to be playing in the near future. We're also going to be playing some, doing some zombie stuff on stream and getting some videos of that. And then I dusted off H1Z1, which is the big thing with H1Z1 is that Survivor, even the 2s, the 2v2 kind of Survivor thing. Dusted off the Tom Clancy's Division, see what all the new stuff was about. Didn't get very far because it wouldn't load very well, but and that's pretty much it. I haven't really been on WoW lately. I've been on there, but for like a couple hours at a time, and then I gotta go. Just because of I don't want to be. What about you, homeboy? Nerd.
You heard me.
Actually, I've been playing. There's a couple other ones, of course, that Yogi has too. But Gears of War 4 and Titanfall 2, we've been playing on Xbox.
You gotta play some more Titanfall.
Which I'm still waiting for Yogi to tell me he wants to play some Titanfall one night, because I can get on there and I did all right, but like not being able to talk to anybody or have any backup from anybody is kind of like, I might as well just go on modern, I might as well just go on Black Ops or
tell me
Call
when
of
you're
Duty
free. Chances are I'm already on Xbox playing Siege or something else, or Overwatch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Titanfall 2 is like my change of pace game. It's like, all right, enough of that. Let's take a little break. Jump on Titanfall 2. PP.
Well, you got to remember, too, I got that deal. I got the 2 games. I got Battlefield 1, too. Like, I haven't even cracked Battlefield 1 open yet. That's on my Xbox downloaded.
We got a few people that are in the same boat. They just got it, and they played Titanfall 2, but they haven't gotten around to Battlefield 1, or vice versa. But for the most part, most people have barely touched Battlefield 1. So,
like, I do want to get in there, and I don't know, is the co-op, is the campaign co-op?
I wish.
No, it's not. Well, at some point, like, we should do it, like, especially when I can break out, because even before I move, I'll have the capture card, and I'll be streaming to YouTube. So it'll be something to where, like, even if we can, like, we just jump on there for a night, and just play some multiplayer and rank up guns and do whatever. Just have some fun. So.
Hell yeah. Yeah, there's so many good games to play right now. It's hard to choose sometimes.
Well, and that's another reason why I don't get a lot of new games all the time. I knew I was going to get some for Christmas and for the deal and everything, but like I just don't need anymore. I have games that I haven't even played sitting there downloaded on my computer, and I have never played them. Just I might have done the initial stuff, but I've never played them. Like I have Terraria. I played one time with somebody on stream. I think it was you on stream, and I've never played it ever.
Terraria is fun. So silly.
You know that one game that we used to play all as a group, that Gems of War game? I still have that on my computer, but I
still play that. I was just on it yesterday.
don't.
Actually, this morning.
I got the World of Tanks, Warships, and Warplanes for another buddy that we used to play all the time. Now he's changed to other games, so I still have them. I've never played them.
Yeah.
Like the tanks and the warships I played a lot of, but like the warplanes that I got specific, nah. Doom, I got that on PC for some friends, and nope,
Love Doom.
don't play it. So it's all good. It's games that I'll play eventually. Maybe break out some, old school OB games, which meaning some of the first games I played back in the day. Or, games that was played before but recently have not because of the new stuff. But I don't know. We'll do something. What you been playing, homie? Oh,
Well-
Tropical 4 too.
Oh yeah, so that was free recently, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah. Well, okay, we're trying to get to the main discussion before we wrap up. But I am playing some new things. I played a little bit of Thief, which people were hard in that game, but to me it was very true to the old PC game, from what I recall. I'm not like a super fan of the series, but I dig it. It reminds me a little bit of Splinter Cell. You're gonna be stealthy. It's cool, and the way they do everything, the presentation, like it's a very immersive world. But you have to be in the mood for that kind of game because it is straight up stealth. Like not real combat or anything like that. But if you're just like stealing shit and hiding in the shadows, man, it's satisfying. Another game that people slammed a lot, and they still slam, Mighty Number 9. I played that. It was $8 on sale. I used some of my Xbox Live rewards to buy it. Like, boom, no brainer. Man, and then I'm really enjoying it. But I don't know. People had some crazy expectations. It's a Mega Man game with a different name. Is it a little bit uninspired? Sure. They have some new mechanics in there. The only problem I really have with the game is the voice acting is a little annoying. And then some of the characters they have in there are kind of dumb. Like I want to punch them. But other than that, I'm enjoying it.
Oh, you're so.
Well, they got like this guy that's got like a Jufro, and he looks like Bob Ross. It's just weird. Like,
That's racist.
how are you supposed to be Dr. Light? I guess. He's gonna draw some happy clouds for me. And even the main guy, you get to play as Beck. Weird name, one. And then two, he looks like Mega Man, but like if Mega Man was hit by the ugly stick. I don't know. He looks weird. I don't know. There's something off about him. Look at him like, I don't know. What happened there? But it's not that he's ugly. He's kind of cute, like in a retarded way. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with.
He's yeah, that's not racist. You're just fucking mean. He's cute in a retarded way.
I'm just waiting for him to just like jump into the scene and be like, Corky!
Yo, he's digging a hole right now for himself. Oh,
I know.
all you trolls, come get him.
I never said I was politically correct. At least not in this show. We already
Right.
warned everybody in the beginning. Unfiltered. We just let it out. Anyway, so Mighty Number 9 is a lot better than people want to say. I want to test out the online co-op. If I figure out how that works, but the menu system's really weird. You have to unlock features in the EX mode, and then you can do different things. I'm like, okay. There's other games I've been playing, but Sleeping Dogs. Of course, I'm still playing Doom and Overwatch and Battlefield 1, all the usual suspects. But Sleeping Dogs is a game that I literally slept on, and went for free. Went free on Games with Gold, and I gotta say, if you're a fan of Mafia or even Shenmue, there's something here. And I feel like it's more than just a GTA set in China. 'Cause that's the easy comparison. I hope that it turns out to be more like Shenmue. Like I like Not so much. I don't know. Well, yeah, Shenmue is really sandbox. It's got the story, but it's just the level of interaction. Just get lost in that world. Like if I want to just follow the storyline, it'll be easy to follow. But if I want to just dick around and play video games within the video game, I don't know, go rollerblading, silly stuff like that. Whatever you want to do. Operate heavy machinery, play pool. I like that kind of stuff. Pet your cat, feed your cat. The Sleeping Dog makes me want to go back to Shenmue 2. I might dust off my original Xbox, and play that. Or hell, my Dreamcast, I played the original Shenmue. The Shenmue 2 is the one that I didn't put in much time that I would have liked. And it had a nice amount of polish. But Sleeping Dogs, man, it's got good combat. What I find fascinating about these games like Mafia and Shenmue is just seeing how other cultures are and how things are outside of the United States. Like I'm particularly always intrigued by Asian cultures, but more Japanese and Chinese. That's more my scene. But like just going through the streets of Hong Kong and just seeing these little street shops, some of it's familiar to me, and some of it's like, man, how can they live like that? Like, whoa, it's like crazy. Like, just fascinated by it. So yeah, Sleeping Dog I definitely recommend. And I don't know if I'll ever finish it. It is part of the Gaming History 101 Game Club this month. So I might try to go for it. Do the game club. See how far I can get in it. And then talk with Fred Rojas, our buddy Spider's Venom, about it. But yeah. Definitely make sure you download that game. It's free. What are you waiting for?
You need to say it right. It's Fred Rojas. Thank you very much. You gotta roll your R's. You know how to roll your R's. You know how to do it. So do it. Rojas, come on.
Yeah, but Fred's kind of like a white Latino.
Fred.
So he doesn't get the role. He just gets Rojas.
So he gets this.
Rojas.
All right. Brought to you right here from that one podcast that talks about that stuff. His name is Fred Rojas.
Or Fred Rojaz.
Rojas. His name is
Rojaz.
Rojas.
Fred Rojaz? Here.
Oh, God, darling, dang it.
You ever like have random memories of like elementary school when they would do roll call, whatever, and then like
Yeah, because I was the one in the front. Like I wasn't allowed to sit in the back after a certain period in school. So like I was the one still in the front. The teacher's looking down, especially if it was an older one. Because like you guys know, I like to do voices. I've liked to do voices since I was in in elementary school. And so I said the teacher would call somebody, and then if it was a girl, I'd go in a high-pitched voice. If it was a guy, you'd go back and forth, and then she'd go back to where she wouldn't even look up, because they used to be all here, and then done. Well, then she went to a girl's name, and I got confused, and I go, here. And she looked up, and then I was kind of like looking backwards and looking to the side, and she didn't see me, and she goes, excuse me, Melanie, and I went, here. And it's like, Mr. Tar, you need to go to the office right now. Dang it.
Well, all I was going to say is that I always find it funny how there's always like the same few kids that they would call their name and they never respond, even if they were there. It's like,
yeah, we had people like there was a kid in the back that was just as mean as me, and he would do that every time there was, because we would call out, like everybody was always there, no matter what. Like, has anybody seen Grace? She's not in her desk anymore. She said she was here earlier. Like, no, she ain't never been here. So then one of us would get in trouble, but like it'd be half a day, and they wouldn't even realize their student wasn't there.
oh man, Crazy.
Let's just say I got lots of ass whippings. Because when I was a kid, like, you could whoop your child.
Oh, you still can.
Yeah, you just got to be secret about it.
And more importantly, you still should. Like
That with me is, I mean, I believe if a child's old enough and he knows right from wrong, and he does that, a good ass whooping, would help. If a child is just overruns his parents and his parents don't have a spine to do it, I will gladly take off my belt and whack the kid on the ass a couple of times. Not mean that I'm not a child abuser. Like, I have my own son.
There's a threshold.
And my own son, like, I don't do it very often, but like just to catch his attention. And it's barely like a tap, really. I don't sit there and be like, all right, bend over my knee. No. It's one of those things where he's walking away sassing his mom or something, or talking back to his mom. I'll just come up behind him and pop him. But not like super. Oh, wait, hold on. I don't beat my kid, first of all. If I did that, I would not be married. But it's something like, just you get that little, it doesn't even hurt them. It's more of the reaction of, holy crap, that you just did. Like, I'm going to cry so mama thinks that you spanked my butt.
Yeah.
Anymore, dude, I don't have to touch him, okay? My kid, and you know him, is so dependent on his electronics and video games that I could tell him, you can't play the Wii today because you were bad yesterday. He'll go to his mom and start crying.
Yep. Take away the electronics,
hey,
social media.
I'm taking away your DS. But what am I going to play? With your toys?
What I learned too is if you beat up a loved one while you have like a leather coat wrapped up around your fist, you won't leave any bruises, so you're good.
What the? I thought I was bad.
I'm kidding. Don't do that.
I get my kid's attention by swatting at his butt, or something with my hand. Like, that's not cool. Like, you don't beat me.
I call that the Nerf bat. It's you put a little foam around your fist, and now it's a Nerf bat.
God damn.
I'm kidding.
You're like, that show is gonna. If you back in that little private discussion we had earlier, if that comes out and you do that, you're done.
Oh,
like, what happened to Yogi? Oh, he's in jail.
I know, right?
Why? He beat his kids. Why? Because they were talking back. Good job, Yogi. I'm sending you bail money right now. I'm not saying you have to beat your kids. That's not the way to do it. But some parents, and I'm not gonna, a lot of kids are fucked up in the head because they don't get the correct discipline. There's a way to discipline your child that's not going to kill them. Back in my day, even down south when we'd go to like literally like church conferences when I was growing up, we would have like the ladies there, like anybody in the church was allowed to whoop you. Like, all right, go get a switch. And they had, this is down in, Mississippi. This is down in Georgia, back down in the South, the deep South, Birmingham, Alabama, South, okay? Like, go get your switch. And hell no. No. You are not whooping my butt. Like, I would fought somebody. I did, and then I got it worse from my dad, but still. Like, I don't care. You're not going to beat me with that stick. But that was acceptable down there. So, I mean, it was in the 80s, too, so it tells you how old I am. But anyway. Not that old.
So we set up...
I'm still a young man.
We got into that tangent to set up something completely unrelated. No, actually, nothing completely. Okay, we're going to talk... Our featured discussion tonight is about...
now it's time for our feature discussion. Dun, dun, dun. I am not a crook. I don't know.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that was the dun, dun, dun. Yeah, I remember now. My bad. But our feature discussion Bye, Felicia.
Yep. Really keep that theme going.
Sometimes you just have to say goodbye.
Yeah.
To friends whom you love dearly, but who truly just suck ass. They're just dicks, or the other word for women. But it just, sometimes you just got to let them go.
Well, they just lack discipline, like we were talking about earlier. That's why, you try to lay the whoop, or you can't lay the whoop. Those options are exhausted. Well, then you say goodbye. Bye, Felicia.
And what are we talking about?
Rainbow Six Siege.
Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Now, there's a reason. You guys have probably already heard the joke, I'm sure, that I am the part-timer, or I'll turn into a stone, or something happens if I play more than an hour on the Rainbow Six Siege. It's nothing about that. It's nothing like that. It's to the point where there are so many people that play that game that some of the friends that we play with consistently, I just can't take when I'm playing a game relaxed with some adults, and then some kid gets on that thinks he's the big shit, that says fuck more than I do.
Yeah, but see, we usually
and
break
you're
up
14
from those.
years old. Like,
Yeah.
you're still at the same time.
You
though,
leave.
It's like,
You
has to
leave
be in
before we can break off into adult time. But
yeah,
usually,
but like when I play that, would see, I've had enough of it by then, and I'm just like, all right, I'll see you guys later. I'm good. I'll play later. Just because, like, I just can't handle it anymore. Even when he's being cool, even when he's being cool and he's not being a total douche nozzle, like, he sits there and plays and fucks around while he plays, and then gets everybody else pissed off because he's not paying attention. Then he gets shot in the back of the head, and he's like, well, why did I die? And then the next round, he actually focuses. He's pleasant to be around. He's cool. He's collected. And then he tops the kill charts. It's just, I understand he wants to play. He's they're between 12 and 15 years old.
Yep.
But damn, if you're going to play with adults, you got to know that we tell you, we're not just assholes, guys. Okay, I'm not just going to sum up and be like, God damn, shut the fuck. I don't do that anymore. I will tell them, like, hey, dude, just be respectable. I'm not asking you to call me God or anything, or Mister or whatever, but have enough respect that you don't need to raise your voice. We can hear you, and just play the game. Don't be a total dick and fuck around. Because most of the time when we're on Siege, we're playing ranked, and it's just, this is probably what my OB on the podium moment would have been tonight. So that's why I'm going off. But it's just, what? Go ahead, Yogi. I mean, do what I want.
Well, I don't care too much about people not being good. We'll take scrubs under our wing, as long as you're coachable.
I just don't want to deal with the idiots.
Yeah, and so these are the things that people do that put them in the idiot category. And when it comes to those times when we have enough to do 2, 3, 4 groups, chances are you're not going to get picked for the group you want to be in. And I hate I have to be that guy. I have to be, okay, Yogi's captain and blah, blah, blah's captain. All right, Yogi, you pick first. So I'm like, oh, shit. Whoever I don't pick now is going to take it really up the ass right now.
Oh, is that, no, that was that custom match we played, which we'll never fucking do again.
Well, no, it happens more. It's happened more than that. You haven't been there. It'll happen whenever everybody wants to play with me now. I'm not saying I'm freaking a treasure or anything. They're like, oh, I want to play with Yogi.
Well, okay, then I'll say it. Like, you're good at that game, dude, and people know it. Like, you can sit there and take, literally, you've done it already. Like, you can take me and Fatal into a game, and you can carry us to the win. I mean, it's happened already. Like, so we want, like, any time that me and Fatal get on, we want to play with you. Because we know that you're, even if we lose, like, we're all the same age, and we're all going to have fun just the way, just our banter alone.
Well,
but,
yeah.
like, it's
well,
one of
when
those
you get
things
on,
where
it's an easy out because I just say, well, he's my co-host, and we don't get to play that many games these days together. So I use that as my out.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, like, there's times when I'm not doing my best, and other people, pull the slack. It happens. Everybody has an off game or off day.
But yeah, like my favorite group in that whole group of people, like, and guys, we're serious. We got like 20 people that come around and hang out and join the chat room and all that other stuff. So join us if you want to. Go to the Xbox Live, Geeky Antics, Rainbow Six Siege. Yogi will put a link in the chat here in a second so you guys can see it if you guys are live with us. But join it because we have fun. But the group that I like the most that plays, even if they suck, that I play with the best. It happens to be all the good people, but still. You, Fatal, Unkind Soul, and Chaos. That's if I had a pick of the team of 5 that I wanted to play, and we play ranked, those are the 4 people that I would pick. Not just because they're good, not just because me and Fatal suck. But it's to the point that we're all the same age. We're not talking about, oh, my little girlfriend at school said this or that. Oh, she's a bitch or she's a fucking... I don't need to hear all that shit. We're grown-ups. We're playing. That's who I would pick. If I could get on any time and say, hey, you guys want to play? And I just send out invites and those 5 people join or 4 people join, I'm good. I mean, and that's a setting that I could sit there and play with for a while. But the other problem I have is we might be in a group together, and we're on Xbox chat, and we don't lock down the channel. Then our channel floods with like 20 people, and then it's hard to hear call-outs and all the other stuff. That's part of the other reasons why I get off is just because there's people playing not even Rainbow Six Siege that's in there.
Yeah, no.
Dude, get the fuck
you
out if you're not
leave
playing
before we can address that. But usually when that happens, we usually split up into different parties. They are. We gotta concentrate now, so we're gonna go to another party. And whoever gets butthurt about it gets butthurt about it. But you gotta do it. You can't play Siege without listening to the audio. It's not if you want to win. If you want to keep losing, then
you gotta hear a few footsteps and stuff. But go ahead and you talk because we're about out of time.
I know. So we'll probably continue this next week. But the thing about it is, if you're gonna play in ranked on Siege, and you actually would like to win, and I'm not saying that that's the number one thing, but no one likes to lose again and again and again. If you do, you're fooling yourself. But at the same time,
go do a list of this, and then we'll get more in depth in this list, basically all the black ones, and then so then you can kind of give a cliffhanger.
So these are a few of the mistakes. If Obi will stop interrupting me.
Sorry. Yeah. I'm just making sure we're on the same page.
I do what I want. That's self-explanatory. If you're someone not coachable, you don't like following a team plan, and you just want to do what you want, it's gonna be hard to play with you. Probably people won't want to play with you. Fuck your drone. I love these kind of people because they're like, oh, fuck a drone. I just want to run in there. And here's the thing. Yeah, all right. In ranked, you have a minute less now on the timer, but it's better to take your time and be more efficient and have a plan than to be super fast, blitz, and just be sloppy and die. So, okay, people say, oh, droning wastes time, but when you actually go make your moves, you'll be more effective. So I don't know. To me, it makes sense. The drones are in there for a reason. People that drone win. If you watch MLG matches, people are droning. There's people droning out ahead of their people that are breaching and calling out enemies as they're approaching them, so they don't get flanked. It's smart. Support your team. And another thing.
It's another one of those. It's a team game. I mean, if you're not playing as a team, you're playing as solo. You're gonna get ripped to shreds and never win a game.
Yep. And again, fools rush in. People love to do this, especially in pugs. They just rush in. They're like Leroy Jenkins. Don't bother the drone. Don't want to listen to the plan. They just do what they want. I love Dutch. Dutch is one of my favorite guys. Like Obi said, we have a group of like 20 to 30 regulars that are on like every day. And then there's other people on top of that play the game here and there. So it's getting crazy. And Dutch is one of my favorite guys. I love talking to him. He's in Georgia too. Good old boy, country boy. He got that whole southern drawl, but sometimes he drives me crazy. So now I refer to things as pulling a Dutch. And I say it in front of him too. Because Dutch is one of those guys that's very slow to respond. Like you say, what did he get you from, Dutch? And he'll be like, a minute later, he'll say, oh yeah, he was in that room. Life is like a box of chocolates. Like, okay, Dutch. You know, he gets really hardcore tunnel vision.
Be like, fuck you, Yogi. I ain't never playing with your bitch ass again.
You know, he gets really hardcore tunnel vision, which is easy to do in this game. As you know, as you get better at it, you start to develop the skill of being able to communicate, like multitask a little bit, but still stay focused, right? Another thing he's notorious for, which I consider pulling a Dutch, is running out of time 1 out of every 3 rounds. You know, because he kind of like he'll do things where he'll just stare down a hallway or look through a window for like a minute. That's a third of the match. And we're like, and then we'll call him, okay, come over here, Dutch, we need you over here. Like, he'll be Thatcher, and I'm Thermite or Hibana, and I'm like, I can use your help. He's like, he just stays there. I'm like, Dutch, we need you. You're Thatcher. Like, oh, I thought I picked Sledge. Well, you're Thatcher, so we can use you here. Oh, well, yeah, you know, I thought I picked Sledge.
So what's some other unnecessary things that'll kind of get you kicked the fuck
out? False confidence. If you call out something, you say it with 100% certainty, and you're not certain, you're going to get people killed. Oh, he's in that corner! Do you have eyes on him, or just guessing he's in that corner? No, he's in that corner, get him! He's right there! Stop. It's better to be quiet if you do not have any valuable intel or accurate intel to provide. Because you'll fuck people up, alright? Another thing that is huge people do is unnecessary challenges. You know, they peek, they lean, they rush an enemy when they don't have to. You know, especially when you have the numbers advantage. I've seen so many matches where there'll be one enemy left, and we're on defense, and my teammates decide, you know, oh, let's go chase him. Yeah, so they get killed 1 by 1. They didn't even go out together to flank. They go out 1 by 1 to die. Like, oh, the hell no, I'm going to get him. Bap. Oh, I'm going to get him. I'm going to do something better. Bap. Like, really? Do you not know what the definition of insanity is? Like, you're going to keep trying the same thing over and over again, expect a different result? And, you know, and just lingering and going to an area where someone died. Like, that's just a dumb idea, period. Like, someone just died there. Why are you going to go where your chances of survival are lower? The best thing to do in this game is catch the enemy off guard. Let them come to you. You know, don't do what they expect. You know, but people want that kill so bad. They're thirsty. So don't challenge unless it provides an objective or strategic advantage. Like, you need to do it. You know, because you need to contest an objective, or time is running out and you have to make something happen. But just for the sake of, oh, well, I think I get this kill. Why? Why? And I think the last one I'll mention tonight is cluster fucking. And this is when people just decide to go in the same little corner or the same little spot, literally lining up so they're easy to kill. Like, why? There's so many areas you could take. This is why you have to have, again, going back to what I said earlier, try to have a plan. I'm gonna roam, or I'm gonna be in this room near here. You know, or I'm gonna go in this corner. Try to call it out, so you don't have people stumbling over on top of each other. Because, you know, you're gonna end up shooting each other, team killing. You're gonna end up, you know, maybe getting a grenade thrown at you, and 2 or 3 people die at once. Or you can have someone with a machine gun just mow you down and kill all of you at once. Like, come on. It's just stuff that should be common sense, but it's like it doesn't click with people. So if you're not, you know, if you just want to run and gun, do whatever you want, not communicate, you know, just be a lone wolf. Go play Call of Duty or you know, do a pickup group. You know, bye, Felicia. That's it. That's what I got, Obi.
Oh, okay. Again, bye, Felicia. Guys, unfortunately, we're running out of time for tonight's show. We will pick back up next week with this. We'll go through this again, kind of give you guys a little list of what we're going to say or what we've said this week. But if you guys have any thoughts to add on anything that we've said this week, please give us send us a voicemail or a text, 646-801-2149. And, of course, we'll respond next week live on the show. So, of course, HorsePLAY Live is everywhere you can listen to or download awesome podcasts, including allgames.com, TuneIn Radio, Stitcher, Player FM, iTunes, and Google Play Music. I said them all backwards, but it's all good. Please take a few minutes out to thumbs up, favorite, subscribe, and share. Even better, we love some comments and reviews. It's quick, easy, and it really helps us out. Huge thanks to all those that are promoting our content. Every little bit helps. You guys like eye candy? We do too. We got Facebook. Or not Facebook. Woo. We got YouTube and Twitch replays. YouTube.com/Geeky Antics, and of course Twitch.tv/Geeky Antics right here. Here on Geeky Antics Network, in collaboration with All Games Radio Network, we have tons of shows that we cover with a wide spectrum of topics. We can't possibly plug them all. We'd be taking too much time. So you guys can go to geekyantics.net/schedule to find your favorite podcast. And of course, make sure you go check out our flagship shows and Twitch profile and aggregate feed over at geekyantics.net/podcasts. Don't forget, guys, the intro, outro. Some of the intro, outro, of course, music is brought to you by TechnoAxe. That's Techno with a K. Go and check him out, technoaxe.com. And Yogi, why don't you let everybody a little bit know about where where you can be found at?
I'm YogiZilla everywhere. Steam, Xbox Live, Twitter, all that good stuff. Easy to find, easy to stock. And then you probably hear my cats playing in the background there. You can find them at rightmeow.com. Yeah, go check them out.
Yeah. You guys can find me, of course, on Twitter. Instagram, that's TSC Obi-Wan on both of those. And, of course, the YouTube page where we're doing I had no camera for a while, but I got a good one now. We'll be doing more, starting up our vlogs again on our YouTube page. That's TSC Obi-Wan Kenobi. And then, of course, make sure you guys go follow us on Twitter, Instagram, even Twitch right here, Top Star Esports. So, and that's everywhere. So go check us out. Come help us grow, guys. Come follow us and see if we don't give you guys some good content to watch. So if you guys listen to us on allgames.com, the Deck Pixel Live Power King show is up, followed by Knuckleballer Radio at its new time, or its time, Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Be sure to hang out in the chat by clicking the live or chat button. Our friends, of course, at B-Team, you guys have heard this already, Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And, of course, that is right here. That is right there or here, depends on where you're listening, on All Games Radio Network. But that's from us, guys. This is TSC Obi-Wan, YogiZilla, and various guests that's popped in here and there. This HorsePLAY Live, guys. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Later, taters.
Play the damn music. Hey guys, TSC Obi-Wan here, and we really want to appreciate you guys watching. For those that are live, thank you very much for hanging out and chilling with us tonight. Again, guys, if you guys don't even know what's going on or what Geeky Antics is, go check us out, geekyantics.net. It's everywhere. All you Geeky Antics on Google will take you right there. So, again, guys, my name is Obi-Wan X2 or TSC Obi-Wan, co-host YogiZilla. We will see you guys next week live right here at 11 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Pacific, 4 a.m. GMT on HorsePLAY Live. Peace. That was kind of